Hi friends, the Rumble competition is well underway in Apex Legends, so I thought I'd break down the point system for you today and give you some advice on what you need to focus on to get more points in Rumble. First up, for those of you getting confused by the lobbies, yes, we are being put in normal 3 strikes lobbies, so not everyone in the lobby will actually be playing Rumble at the same time. That also means you're forced to solo queue because you're playing Rumble, but actually not everyone in the lobby is solo queuing. You can easily run into triple stacks and duos, which is really annoying, and I've seen lots of you complain about it as well. Another thing lots of you have been asking about are the stats of the people you see on the leaderboards. Lots of you thinking it's people getting 1,000 and 2,000 kills in those 10 games. Fear not, everything you see in terms of stats for the people on the leaderboards are based on points, so the kills you see there aren't actually kills, those are the points they've got from those kills. Also, when you do reset to try and get a higher score, you reset your whole score. It doesn't keep your score and it's not cumulative. So those points you see on the people on the leaderboard are points they've earned in a 10-game run and nothing more than that. Okay, so that's a bit of background to those leaderboards and what leads into the points. Let's talk about the points themselves. There are 4 ways to earn points. These are placements, kills, assists, and damage. Of course, the highest individual giver of points are from placements, 50 being the lowest and 120 being the highest for first place. Here's the thing though, unlike ranked, where you use your placement points to slowly rank up regardless of KP, so it means you could have a bit more focus on placement points in ranked. Rumble games are slightly different because they're limited to 10 games, meaning placement alone is not going to be enough to get on the leaderboard. I had a couple of games where I saw people trying to rat early on, and honestly, that's just not going to help you out in Rumble. Now that's where the other points for kills, assists and damage come in. 1k damage will get you 35 extra points. You'll need about 3,428 damage to match the points you would get for first place. But it shows you if you can exceed 3,000 damage, and I definitely have seen people get a lot more than 4k damage because it's 3 strikes, then actually you can exceed first place earnings in terms of points just by doing damage. In terms of kills and assists, the same principle applies. For kills, every 5 kills you get will get you roughly 37 extra points. Now 5 kills in normal BR or ranked might seem fairly good. In 3 strikes, that should be quite easy to do though. And in terms of exceeding the points you get from placements, if you got 16 kills in a game or more, then you've already matched the points you get for first place. Sure, that's a lot of kills you would need to get, but when you start combining damage, kills and assists together, it gets to the point where you actually don't need that many kills or assists or damage to start exceeding the maximum you can earn from placements. And therefore that brings us to the strategy for earning the most points in 3 strikes for Rumble. Ranked is about looking for placements and then getting those kills, assists and participation as a bonus. In Rumble, it's kind of the other way around. You want to use your early lives to build up kills, assists and damage, almost forgetting about placements at the very start of the game. Instead, you can think about placements more as a bonus that comes later. And that's because, as I said, kills, assists and damage are uncapped in Rumble. Well, I mean technically there is a cap based on the size of the lobby, but apart from that, that cap still far exceeds the cap from placements. Also, there are no point deductions like you get in ranked for getting too many kills or assists, and therefore you can really just strive to get as many kills and assists and damage as you can early on, and it's really going to give you those extra points that you need. One thing I will say is once you get to your 3rd and final life, or the zones get to round 4 or 5, and you start getting to the point where respawning has been disabled for your 3 lives, and that's more when you want to think a little bit more about your placement. Of course, still keep taking those pot shots because damage really does matter. You just want to have a bit more of an eye on placement. Obviously still use a bit of game sense, don't just run around like a headless chicken and die, still play with your team, but just be a little bit more aggressive and look for those kills and assists. And that is essentially the smartest way and the fastest way to earn points for Rumble in 3 strikes. In terms of the averages, I believe it's around 3,000 points you'll need to get to make it into the top 100 at the moment. I imagine that will likely go up over the next few days, but if you're trying to get into the top 100, then you want to aim for about 3,000 points in total, which means you need to be earning on average 300 points per game. So go give it a go. It can be a little bit sweaty at times, so keep a lookout, and maybe I'll run into you on the battlefield. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.